Let's talk about CRISPR. Think of it as molecular scissors that can cut and paste your DNA with pinpoint accuracy. 5 years ago, this technology cost millions and took months. Today, a basic CRISPR kit costs less than $200 on Amazon. Here's what's already happened. Scientists have eliminated HIV from living cells. They've reversed blindness in patients.
They've created mosquitoes that can't carry malaria. One lab even brought back genetic traits from extinct woolly mammoths.
But that's just the beginning.
Right now, there are over a dozen clinical trials using CRISPR to edit human genes.
We're talking about erasing sickle cell disease, cystic fibrosis, Huntington's disease.
Conditions that have plagued humanity for thousands of years, potentially gone within a decade.
The FDA just approved the first CRISPR treatment for humans in 2023. The genie is officially out of the bottle. And here's the kicker, every single one of your cells contains 6 feet of DNA coiled up inside it. That's 3 billion base pairs of genetic code. We can now search through all of it, find the exact gene causing a problem, and rewrite it.
It's like having find and replace for the human body.
Now here's where it gets controversial. And I mean really controversial.
We already have the technology to select embryos based on genetics. It's called pre-implantation genetic testing. And thousands of parents use it every year to screen for diseases. But the same technology that screens for Down syndrome can also screen for eye color, height, intelligence markers, and athletic ability.
Some fertility clinics are already offering to test embryos for IQ potential. Not kidding. The science is crude right now, but it's improving fast. Within 10 years, not 50, not 20, 10, parents will be able to select embryos based on predicted SAT scores. Think about that. We're talking about a genetic arms race where wealthy parents can literally buy smarter, healthier, more attractive children. And it gets darker. China's government has already invested billions into genetic research with military applications. They're studying genes linked to strength, endurance, and pain tolerance. Why? Because genetically enhanced soldiers aren't science fiction anymore.
The U.S. military's own research arm, DARPA, has programs investigating genetic modifications for troops. We're potentially looking at a future where some humans are literally genetically superior to others.
This isn't a Netflix show. This is peer-reviewed research happening in labs right now.
But let's talk about the holy grail of DNA technology, printed, stopping aging.
Every time your cells divide, your DNA gets slightly shorter at the ends. These protective caps are called telomeres.
When they run out, your cells stop dividing, and you age. Wrinkles, organ failure, disease, all tied to this genetic timer. Scientists have already extended the lifespan of mice by 60% by manipulating genes related to aging. 60%.
If we did that to humans, we're talking about living to 150 years old as the new normal.
But here's the insane part. A Harvard geneticist recently reversed aging in mice by reactivating certain genes. The old mice regained their vision, their memory improved, and their tissues regenerated. We're not talking about slowing aging, we're talking about reversing it.
Now imagine a world where only billionaires can afford to stay young, while everyone else ages normally.
The wealth gap won't just be about money anymore. It'll be about how many extra decades you get to live.
Silicon Valley elites are already investing millions into their personal longevity. This future isn't coming, it's already being built behind closed doors.
Now let's get to the really wild stuff first. Genetic enhancements that could give humans abilities we've never had. There's a genetic mutation called LRP5 that makes bones virtually unbreakable. People with this mutation have survived car crashes that should have killed them.
Scientists are studying how to give this trait to others.
There's another mutation called MSTM that limits muscle growth. People born without it develop twice the muscle mass of normal humans, with no exercise required.
Imagine engineering that into athletes.
Some people have a genetic variant that lets them function perfectly on 4 hours of sleep. Others have enhanced color vision. They can literally see colors the rest of us can't perceive. Here's the craziest one. Researchers discovered that a gene called FOXP2 is linked to language ability.
When they modified this gene in mice, the mice learned complex tasks faster. They're now testing if enhancing this gene could boost human intelligence.
We're talking about a future where you could potentially edit genes to give your children perfect pitch, photographic memory, or resistance to addiction.
And the technology to do this already exists. The only thing stopping it is ethics and law.
But laws change. And ethics? Well, they're different in every country.
China has already conducted gene editing experiments that would be illegal in the US. The question isn't whether this technology will be used, it's who uses it first.
Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. We are about to create a genetically divided humanity.
The technology is here. The science works. And while we debate ethics, someone somewhere is already doing it.
Because once this knowledge exists, you can't make it disappear.
We're 5 to 10 years away from genetic modifications becoming routine. Maybe less. Your kids will grow up in a world where some humans are genetically engineered and others aren't.
Where lifespan is something you can buy. Where intelligence can be designed before birth.
The question isn't whether this will happen. It's already happening.
The future of humanity is being written in genetic code right now. This is the most important technology of our lifetime. Subscribe to stay informed, because this is just the beginning. What comes next will blow your mind.